that the good luck Doge?
Yes, it is. You always want something. Did you just lick my smoothie? Why are you laughing? What? Wait, are we not going to talk about how I'm chilling? What are you doing? You
What
put
are
your shoes on the
those?
plate. They're moccasins. I'm chilling today.
What are those, Sil? The Dallas Empire kicks?
That boy Elliot hit him up. He said, dude, he shoots fresh.
The vibe's just 4 kids just trying to get better at a game together. Just all like, we're all really good friends. We all like to hang out with each other. So it's like, it's a dream come true to be one of the best teams in the game and actually all be friends.
Hopping on. Oh, shit. That moccasin somewhere. Hopping on. Getting ready for the big day. That's all you need to see. That's all you need to see right there. It's a good gimmick, huh, MC? No. Look, he's trying to do it back. No.
This team put together, like 3 of us already work together. Those 3 work together. So it's like just adding me, and like me and MC had known each other for years now. So it's like he's a sponge. Everyone says that he's a sponge. He literally soaks everything in. So like if I say something to him, he'll be like, okay, I know. Like I'll fix it. And it's just like he's just a blast to play with. He's like, us 3 are like super like, or me and Chris are like the mature ones, like always trying to get stuff done. And Tyler's just like, he's just a troll. He's just the size of a troll. He's just a troll in general. But MC, he's still a little troll, and he's just like, he's the in-betweener. So it's like, it's a good mix of everything.
Talk to me. The thing I'm most excited about is just tournaments again. I'm excited to compete again. You know, it's been a long off season, so I'm ready to compete and like try to win some tournaments with the team.
I think going from the first and second season CDL was kind of just hoping for a little bit of improvement. You know, the first year was kind of a toss-up because of how COVID kind of affected everything. So I think they're going to have a way better prepared situation going into this year. So I'm kind of just excited to see how that plays out.
As we load in, I'm looking at the players, at least the sub-players on both sides. The Tiny Terrors versus aBeZy and Vivid. Don't worry, we'll come up with a nickname for them eventually. But the Tiny Terrors on a map like this, man, it's going to be so scary. AK-70 fuel used all over the map. Don't forget that P3 to P4 hardpoint. You need to have those back spawns because you can chain both. That's what's going to be the opening for this map right here.
I'm hard flash. Hang down. He's on cat. I'm getting your cat. Oh, shit, I have your cat. I'm tired. I don't know. Justin, just one more shot. Good job. Push. They're still there.
Atlanta FaZe only needs 7 seconds. 3 going to go down. 4 go down for the Gorillas. Time is just going to tick away, and it's looking like Atlanta FaZe are going to walk away with map number 1.
Yep, 250. Score limit reached. 250-156 is the final score, and you could argue at times it looked even more dominant than that. Yeah, as your home team.
Arcitys just brings great vibes in general. Like, that's just who he is as a person. He's hilarious. And he also is really strict on when we're doing things wrong to make sure we fix them. And that's like a big thing for us too, because last year I feel like we didn't hammer down on those mistakes we were making a lot. Like, and I feel like he brings that to our team and gives us really good criticism when we need it and just makes our game better.
What? Talk to me. Dude, this guy just talk to me.
MC.
Talk to me.
How we feel about the dub today?
It was good, you know, nice 3-0 versus LEG, but you know, it's not over yet, man. The job's not over yet.
It's time for the fans, boys. Whew. In here. Okay, you're cutting the audio now. Watch this. Peace.
You.
That's awesome.
Hey, Alec.
What would this game mean to you to come out and put a stamp on your opening weekend, your hosted tournament? How big is this for you?
I mean, it's everything on the line right now. It's our tournament. It's the old team I left to play with these guys. So it's like they're going to go super hard. We're going super hard. I'm going super hard. I want to go super hard just because, like, I know how much this match means to me. They know how much it means to them. Like, or I got that backwards, but like, you know, it's just like one of those things where like everyone's gonna say it's like, oh, it's just another match. It doesn't really mean anything, but like at the same time, it does mean everything.
It's going to mean a lot to everyone on the team. I think that match especially, it's going to be a bloodbath, but I think it's going to be something the fans are going to enjoy. You know, it's going to be one of the best matches of the season so far, so it's going to be super exciting.
The FaZe roster. You didn't know what they were going to do after the end of the last year as being one of the top dogs, but they bring in Arcitys from, well, that Chicago roster. You bring it in, you maybe fill a leadership void that you thought might be there when you talk about in-game leaders. aBeZy and Simp do the best at what they do. Cellium, MVP type candidate last year. Well, I guess you could say that for all 4 players, but it's like the same thing you said for OpTic. Like, it's a dream team, and I just love it. I love it. It's just when you think about the format and how, you know, the league matches will play into the majors, the home series into the majors, and like, it's just, there is so much. You've played these games in your division once. There is so much pressure on every single match. I don't know, it reminds me of something like, I don't know, the NFL versus maybe the NBA with 80+ games. Like, it is just, it matters so much. Like, if you're going to want to have the #1 seed, this could be so crucial.
We have to be on point, and we have to make sure we play our game, like not like that preseason match where we're like everything was clustered. We don't know what's going on half the time because we can't get a call out actually going. So we just have to make sure we're playing our game and to our strengths.
With another big one, just holding the edge, locking down the point, but his teammates dropping all around him. The flood about to come in from FaZe. They're at least there for the contest. The challenge there from Simp. And Scump will ultimately end up dropping. So FaZe get in with enough time to just keep this close to make the play. But what's going to be crucial is going to be this second hard point. The second hard point has been everything, and 3 players will rotate. They'll get the scrap time. They're winning the gunfights as well. aBeZy's going to drop. Scump gets a big one. It's now going to be on Cellium down there. The one-on-one. Cellium's able to take it. Cellium's going to take it, but there's still enough time in old, and that's exactly what you were talking about. It's so hard because you had to get the time at old. You had to worry about the rotation, and yeah, my eyes too were on the rotation because that's all that mattered if FaZe were somehow going to pull it off.
The first hard point on Garrison versus OpTic, I think it was kind of just a battle between the 2 teams of, you know, everyone kind of playing as perfect as they can and then other team capitalizing on their mistakes. You know, when 2 top teams kind of go together, that's kind of how it's usually going to go. You know, it's always going to be a close map, and it's going to come down to who makes more mistakes. It just ended up being us that map. Even at the end, we still had a chance to win, but me and Alec kind of had bad timing, bad communication, and we both gave up the old time when they could still win off it, and they hit it at the perfect time, and they ended up winning off it.
Welcome back to our Game Fuel marquee match, a battle of 2 titans, FaZe versus OpTic, and I want to go through our Game Fuel keys to victory.
Yeah, Arcitys, I mean, he wanted to play with Simp and aBeZy again. They won a world championship together. He has to be the leader for this squad. He led in their FaZe debut at a 1.37 KD, but this is one of those true tests.
Yeah, if you talk about like what FaZe last year, like they can rely on the search game. That's what makes them such a threat. Being good in every mode.
Good round.
One you should have had a round win in, but instead, it's FaZe in control and in control of this round as well. 4v2 advantage, 4v1 advantage.
0-4 right now. That Mr. First Blood himself, aBeZy.
Able to win the fight. OpTic take the hard point. FaZe running away with the search.
He's going to have a pretty good idea of where he's going. He did see it.
Let's go.
Let's go find another one onto the site.
MC.
So 6-0.
After the first hardpoint loss, I know we're a good S&D team, so it wasn't really like, after losing a map with these guys, we're never out of it, so it just feels good, like knowing we can bounce back in the S&D or the control, or maybe even the next hardpoint. We're good in all game modes. We practice all game modes just for that reason, so there's nothing to worry about after losing one map.
Basically, when it comes to S&D, I feel like what we kind of changed up the most to make our team be super comfortable in S&D is that we let me and Chris like play call the most, since we're both the fastest 2 players on our team. So whenever me and Chris are feeling like a play call, we'll do it. And like, for instance, like in the S&Ds against OpTic, I play called probably the most.
Oh yeah, they get there fast, so careful.
Bottom,
one shot. He's absolutely bottom.
I played called like at least 95% of the S&D rounds that we played. So, and they just kind of worked around us. Like me or Alec and Cellium both work around us when it comes to S&D, and that I think helps us the most in S&D.
Our search and destroy has always been good from day one, just because of the players we have. We've all kind of grown up on the search and destroy community, and we kind of understand the game mode in a different way than players do. So I think it's always going to be one of our strong modes, and right now we're kind of just have the confidence to do whatever we want, and it's ended up working every round.
You know, a search is 100% a game mode that you're trying to effectively find those counters and what works for you. And you know, we talked about the veto process. Maybe Miami moves down just a little bit for OpTic, or maybe Atlanta FaZe is just a really good Miami search team.
Yeah, that might be the case.
Could be a mix of both. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Let's see what FaZe can do. What's their opening strat going to be? It's 2 players right into plane. Yeah, this pinch could be massive. Nice win from Simp there. Tiny tears, get the kills. Here's the shot.
Envoy's gonna see one. Envoy finds the angles, and he forces it down to 4 lives for Atlanta FaZe. It's their last chance.
Arcitys, Cellium, Simp, it all falls to them to try and go clutch. Simp is down, Arcitys down. It's all now on Cellium, Chicago.
The thing we could have done better is get more kills for defense game or round 5. I mean, as weird as that sounds, like sometimes on that map you just don't, like on offense you don't even want to move. You don't want to give them kills, and we were just feeding them kills, and it hurt us at the end.
aBeZy gets set up towards this bus, trying to do what he can, and well, he's able to find 2 kills. That's 2 kills and make it 3 for Atlanta FaZe, and they should be able to regain control.
But they're not going to be able to win it. Now, 2 rotated, 2 still spawned in all for FaZe. Yep, they're able to win that. It's only going to get them like 5 seconds. There's going to be a weird like pinch scenario here, because then Formal's going to spawn out as well. This is about to be chaotic. Well, it gets a whole lot less chaotic when all the kills come through for FaZe. They get 3 in a row around the point. They've got the setup they want now. They technically can win it on this point.
It doesn't happen, but the pressure is here. But it's aBeZy all the way towards the back.
And aBeZy actually going to get 2. aBeZy's actually going to get 3. Are you kidding me, aBeZy? What a play there at the next hard point.
This one has been all Atlanta FaZe, and it is looking good. Like you said, they controlled both sides. Simp gonna be able to find 1 kill, and that play from aBeZy is gonna get us to a game number 5.
We're staying on Moscow. They gotta step it up.
Yeah, I mean they do, right? I mean we saw it last year. There are going to be series where they get pushed to the limit. There's very skilled teams that can match their talent. They're gonna win respawns off of them, and I mean that's just a part of it.
1 versus 1, and aBeZy wins the gunfight. Now Arcitys alone, 1 versus 3. Formal will drop. Tries to snap. Arcitys can't do it. There you go. Finally, Formal 1 versus 2 to keep OpTic alive in this series. Can he clutch? 30 seconds left. Simp comes. Simp finds the angle.
Let's go! Let's go, baby. See? Let's see how the damage is. Let's go, MC. Yeah, let's go, bro. Just need a couple reps. Let's go. Know this, guys, bro. Nice try.
Our whole team knew that they were like one of the top 3 teams that were gonna play during the whole year. So our team came in with like high expectations for like just trying to like play our best and just see if we can like beat them.
The win against OpTic Gaming was super important for not only the current seeding for the major, but for the future. You know, the CDL points are going to carry out throughout the entire year. So to be able to have that head-to-head win over one of the top teams is going to be massive.
Against OpTic, I think we played pretty well, but there was a couple mistakes and different things we did on the map that we definitely need to fix. In respawns, I feel like they were the better respawn that day, and I think if we get up to par with them in a respawn, then we'll look way better. But I personally feel like I played pretty well. I mean, I did really well at the end of map 4, and in the S&Ds I played amazing as well. So I think our S&D is like really good right now, but the main thing I feel like off that match that we need to focus on is our respawn.
I mean, I didn't want to be the guy to come on the team and be like, they won their home series last year, we got to do it again. Like, we got to go undefeated, and thankfully we stayed undefeated, so it just feels great.
I'm always excited to kind of play the top teams and, you know, kind of showcase how good each team is. And it makes it even more satisfying when we're playing these teams that we win, you know. Being able to beat the top teams and, you know, make sure that everyone knows you're better than them is just, it's a gratifying feeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League. It's now time for the last matchup we have today to get Super Week on the road. It's Toronto Ultra versus Atlanta FaZe, and myself and Chance, we are very, very excited to get into this one. Which one's Miles, which one's Chance? You'll never know. Actually, Jackie, you can see it. Damn it, I ruined it. But today's attire is again brought to you by the lovely people of Atlanta FaZe. We got those crates. You can see the unboxings and all sorts on Twitter. It's all out there, baby. But we are ready to get into this one, Chance. I mean, bro, this is going to be a good matchup. There's no doubt about it. I don't know about you, Chance, but things are getting very, very hot under these suits. I'm actually going to take it off. Again, thank you, Atlanta FaZe, for sending this.
I'm going to be honest. I kind of like it. I'm not too far against it at all. I do appreciate FaZe for heading into this way. And we can't even be seen.
I think Toronto is a solid team. I mean, they were very good last year. I feel like they were kind of a dark horse team last year, and no one expected them to be as good as they were. This year they've kind of had a slow start, but I feel like they're going to end up picking it up and be a lot better because those players are honestly they're the nasty players. So, but I feel like the reason we were able to beat them is because we were on point and we came in clutch on first map and we won by like 2 points, I think.
Brad's trying to get the contester. He does. Is his teammates there to help out? The Hardpoint's still ticking. No one's there. FaZe.
Losing that first search and destroy on raid to Toronto was kind of something we weren't expecting. I think it was a matter of them just playing their game confident and kind of just exposing where we were lacking. And I think we just adjusted a little bit too late for it.
I just think our team just plays like so fast around them, and I think they're like kind of like a slower base team compared to us. So I think our team just takes advantage of like the situations, like our trades are just faster, and I mean it just comes out with the W.
Zig finally opened for a bit, but even if you start creeping out over towards aBeZy, he's just gonna flank you and start shooting you in the back, looking for more kills. It takes 3 to take him down, and Simp is there for the trades. Map control firmly in the hands of FaZe. Gun skill firmly in the hands of Simp. 21 and 9, by the way, and just rack them up one by one. FaZe just taking them down by the knees. A clean 3-0 win for the game, just like that.
Yep, okay.
The Toronto matchup, I felt like, I mean, obviously I'm gonna feel like this to any team. It's like we have a better potential. Our potential is higher than theirs in every game mode pretty much. And as long as we came out, they were supposed to be one of the best hardpoint teams when we first matched up with them. Our first map is 247, 250. Still something we could work on. I'm pretty sure all of our first maps went like to the distance every time. So it's like that's something we got to work on. Just come out with a bang instead of just coming out slow. And they took the S&D, but the next 2 maps were just ours. Like that's how we should be playing.
Arcitys up next, 7.1 seconds left, and the kills come through.
Oh baby.
Oh baby. FaZe.
Like 3-0, 3-1 to controls, and the next map was just a blowout, and that's how every series should be played for us. But it's like I'm not too worried about it. It's still the start of the year. The major hasn't even started, so until we get to that major, we're gonna keep working on things and keep getting better at everything.
I can't remember the last time I've seen someone for Toronto get a kill. They're like 2 in 14 for the past section of kills.
They're closing out the map, they're closing out the series, they're closing out the first day here of Super Week. And what a week it will be. Atlanta FaZe, what a massive victory there on Garrison.
Oh, starting out 5-0 is an amazing feeling, you know. I mean, obviously in the preseason match we didn't play as well, and everyone was kind of like roasting us, and I kind of feel like that lit our fire to just, you know, go out here and try to go 5-0 and just, you know, go flawless in the matches leading up to the major. So I mean, it definitely feels amazing, but you know, obviously the work isn't done, and we need to make sure we secure this major win.
We're the only undefeated team. That shows something. Like not every team, not any other team could go undefeated in the other pool, or in our pool. Like, it just shows how much potential we have, and we haven't even got there yet. Like, we're still working on it. Like, we know we're screwing up in all these hard points. We know, like, we're not as calm as we should be in these matches, and to come out 5-0 and still have that bang and get that confidence boost for us, our team, our coaches, like, just Paul, like the whole ownership, like the organization, it feels great just to come out this year just with strong and with that bang.
I'm super excited to be able to be back in the tournament format, in where, you know, it's double elimination, it's every team's there. It's just something that has kind of been missing for Call of Duty since like last year.
the thing about this year too is losers bracket isn't like that big of a deal to be in, because if you make it to finals, you don't have to win like 2 best-of-5s or anything. It's just 1 best-of-9, and the winning team doesn't really have any advantage. So you can come from losers bracket and make a run, and you just have to play 1 series, and if you play better than the winners bracket team, then you win.
I think that's in the back of our heads still. Like, even if we lose the map, like our team still has like a lot of chances to win the tournament. So
I feel like it's really good that this kind of format is back, and having first seed going into it, it makes things a lot easier for us. Just because, you know, we don't have to play as many matches, we don't have the risk kind of like these other teams do. So I'm really glad that we were able to get first seed.
It's Friday, day 3 of the major. We still got the weekend ahead of us with some juggernaut matches kicking off already. Gorillas, FaZe, we're to kick it off on Checkmate Hardpoint.
Yeah, I'm here. Arcitys, I'm on Trophy. Stacks. Arcitys, first. Stacks. Arcitys. Finish. That's that. Last time. Nice, 3. Push. Push one out. Watch on the truck. Jump down. He's weak. Full flash. He went small. A couple spawned out. I'm streaking. He's just streak. Go front two. Hold my cam. Go on back four.
And that is another triple from aBeZy in a clutch moment to close out a Hardpoint FaZe. Take the map 1, 250 to 220. But what a map 1 it was. Cellium on your screen. The young man was going off out the gate. Now with the first blood, but here comes App. Big App from behind. Ooh, tries to snap, but Cellium is there. Now going to be a 2 versus 2. Now on Arcitys for another big moment. Ring around the rosy we go in Arcitys with the win.
Atlanta FaZe, because Atlanta FaZe, everything according to game plan is going their way. Every single staggered push.
2 more respawns, that's it, and through. No respawns now left. 10 lives left on FaZe. It's a round win here. Not going to happen. FaZe take the first win. They do it on offense. Trying to push this to a round 5, but the flank is in. He finishes 2. Now the contest is in. Silly's going to be the last one up, and Arcitys gets all 3 to get him off the point 5 in a row. This one-on-one is probably for the game. He couldn't even get in regardless. FaZe will take it 3-1. I don't know, man. He's doing something that sets himself apart from the rest of the pack. Just the consistency of it is unbelievable.
If we had to play one team in the major, it'd probably have to be Dallas, just because I feel like even since last year, you know, it's always kind of been us going head-to-head. OpTic isn't far behind, you know, I'm not saying they're any worse, but I do feel like at most of the time, it's usually us and Dallas against each other.
I'm excited today about playing, obviously, in the winners finals against Dallas. They're a really solid team, you know. If we can come out strong and win that first map, I think we'll be able to take the series, but it's definitely going to be a tough match regardless.
All right, baby. Winners bracket final time, a rematch from the inaugural World Championship last year for the CDL. FaZe looking for revenge. Empire looking to maintain the throne. We start off on Crossroads.
Here comes Simp and aBeZy, the tiny tears, causing more terror on the map. That is going to be all 4 dead, and that is just too easy for Atlanta FaZe. Simp up to 30. We talked about his stats.
And FaZe take the map 1.
They do. When they rotate before the P1, they make sure you pick it up left early. Unless you get to, I think.
Let's get it, boys.
He had a good sense, a good idea of what he was doing. So maybe Hook is going to be the one to try and lock up aBeZy. But aBeZy, he's going to find the Oper. He's going to get the bomb down. He's able to pick it up. He finds his second up to 11. He finds number 3 as well. aBeZy is beaming.
Taking over the map. We wondered if there was a way to slow him down. It doesn't appear there is.
Oh my God, Tyler.
For Empire, Cellium, though, able to track down Hook. It all falls to Crim in a 1 versus 2. 45 seconds on the clock. Bomb is down. He's just hits a guessing game now. What side's he going to be on? You picked wrong. Simp gets the final kill. FaZe take it 6-2.
They might push our side. Don't point. Make on point. I know, I'm shutting up.
Chelsea on point, then.
What's the outer thing? Outer Crim. Outer Crim weak. One's pushing me. I think. Outer Crim. Chong, somebody's going to go up. Go and top launch. Yeah, Hold him, Mario. Kyle's on me. Nice, good check. I am.
I ring. Good job. Let's
Shotty
bottom.
one shot. Shotty one shot bottom.
I'm going cut out.
I can't really push.
Yeah, you're good. I'm looking top last. Favorite top last.
I have all ring, guys.
Arms open.
I have your mid.
I'm checking this down. They like sending one pitching. Yo, he's shooting me. How much?
Oh, he's open.
He pitched me.
Open Shotty.
They have all
Open
guys.
Shotty then. No. Crim dead. One shot Crim.
Shotty
On point. One shot.
Open steps and bottom. Open, one shot then. Take it on me. One shot. Yeah, push you. I got you. Cut. I'll make down. Zig, go on mid. Keep hitting her kills, guys.
These are the fundamentals we wanted to see. At times, it felt like Atlanta FaZe last year. At points this year, they over-challenged. They made things a little bit more difficult on themselves. But you are seeing such clean control out of Atlanta FaZe.
Yeah, we talked to Crowder. We play with him every day. He said his focus 100% has been fundamentals. And they come in and blow out Empire. It's a 3-0 control, a 3-0 victory in the series. And FaZe, they look phenomenal right now. What else can you say?
FaZe the f up. What the f, man? Who the f are we playing? Who the f are you? I told you never pick up an M4 and you did it anyway. Good shit, kid.
I pulled out an M4 like 3 rounds. No bullshit.
That's why I was confused on that first one. I was like, why are you grabbing a bomb? You should have an AR.
Welcome to the Major 1 final presented by Game Fuel. FaZe, Empire. I'm hoping for an absolute battle. Joe, how you doing over there, buddy?
I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm hoping for a much better battle than what we saw in the winners final just a couple hours ago. Empire able to bounce on back. Atlanta FaZe, though, their confidence has to be at an all-time high right now. They looked so darn good earlier today.
Yeah, they absolutely did. They were firing on all cylinders. You see a shot of the players getting ready there, but our Game Fuel featured player for the match is going to be aBeZy. His search and destroy, that ace, 5 first bloods just taking over. When you talk about a best of 9, you're going to be playing a lot of search and destroy. How are they going to stop him?
Help me. Keep on me.
Dead bank.
Nice.
I put it. Let's go.
Even mid. I'm blocking. They're spawning deep. Push you go.
I have
There's gonna be a guy close.
Another choke. I'm staying down.
I'm glove.
That should do it. You're going to get the last couple of seconds. aBeZy with the heads-up play. He is throwing a coin into that fountain, wishing for a Major 1 victory here.
I saw aBeZy off to the races, and yeah, you're right. I mean, they could have won it there, so Empire, they've got to focus on that, not to lose it there, but the big one-on-one on the other side of the map is aBeZy, the Game Fuel featured player, aBeZy, and you saw this during the Astro listen-in. It's more aBeZy. Up next, it's Garrison Search and Destroy. Empire, massively looking to bounce back. They finally put up a fight. It was a close game, you know, maybe just proving themselves, boys. We can take it to them. Just some small mistakes holding us back. Can't make them here in the search. 3v2 now, and Cellium just gets the spot. It's all on Crim to make the play in a 1 versus 3. Takes down Simp, and the trade is through. Cellium gets it done. It'll be a 6-3 search and destroy victory for FaZe, and a 2-0 edge in this best of 5.
I think the best part about this whole thing is that it's a new team. You know, our team brought in Alec. I think Alec really helped us a lot. So every time we were down in like matches, I think him helping us really made us a lot better. So I'm really happy about that.
These guys are just 3 of the most talented players I've played with, and I'm just sitting here trying to boss them around when they should be bossing me around and tell me what to do. But I mean, it just feels good to win this. A lot of pressure was on me over the offseason for making this roster change. Just being what I want to be on the team, and they welcome me with open arms. I'm glad to be here.
The FaZe, can Shotzi be the difference maker? Did he stick him? Thought for a second it might have connected. Hoop though, through on the flank, hits the shots. Arcitys though with the angle. Hoop now, 1 versus 2. 15 seconds to go. Cellium lying in wait, gets the final kill, and it's a 6-1 search win for FaZe. Now up 4-1 in this best of 9, 1 map away from being crowned the champs.
I'm excited. I'm proud of the team for clutching out when we need to. I mean, our team was looking like unbeatable until the fourth map, but I'm proud of how our team played throughout the whole series. So I'm just happy about that.
It's only been league matches up until now, so to be able to come to this major and win it pretty convincingly is something that we all kind of, needed for the year. There's always been the battle between us and Dallas, and I think right now we just kind of have the edge.
You're just separated now. They find the openings. Here comes the rotations. It's happening again. Hello. It is all down to Crim.
12-3 as Simp.
Stay down, Chris. He's there. He's just trying.
Crim is getting swarmed, hunted.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. See, fucking chance. Fucking chance.
Fucking go, baby. Let's go.